I'm a first-generation student. Neither of my parents finished high school because they had me very young, and they were teenage parents. I don't know who first said it, but the line that education is the great equalizer. And so higher education really equalizes things. WGU is literally, if it were around and I knew about it when I was a young kid, it would likely be the type of school that I would have attended. But what I really like is that it's competency-based. You've literally created at WGU an institution that removes all of these barriers, focuses on what really matters, and that is, can you do a job on the other end of your run at that institution? When you walk across that stage, can you do something with that degree? It's where education matters. My hope is that the future of education and the workforce, that we will get to see it as a true continuum. The idea that education, the system, the institution, is the manufacturer of the product that we in industry or employers buy and consume. The one lesson that I wish I implemented more often in my career is that related to being a more empathetic leader. I think as leaders, we have a lot of pressures. We've got to make our shareholders, if you're in a publicly traded company, or your stakeholders, if you're not in a publicly traded company, happy, which means money's got to come in the door, employees have to perform, efficiency, productivity, etc. And sometimes you do that at the cost of empathy. You don't actually think about what your employees are experiencing, walking in their shoes, experiencing their lives, and how your decisions directly impact them. So the big lesson for me, and it's something that I try to be more intentional about than I have been in the first 20 years of my career, is to be more empathetic in my approach as a leader. As I think about what I would say to the graduates of the class of 2025, I'd say I want you to find the career sweet spot. The sweet spot to me is when you find that thing that you really, really, really are passionate about, that you can become an expert at, and thirdly and most importantly, that someone will pay you to do. That's the career sweet spot. Too often we focus on, I'm going to pursue my passion. That's overrated advice. Trust me, because a lot of folks pursue their passion and it doesn't turn into a job, and thus they can't provide for themselves. That leads to a somewhat miserable experience, at least as I see it. Or you pursue something just for the money. Well, that also can be quite miserable. You can be paid a lot of money and hate your job and hate your life. And also, and perhaps more importantly, people do things that they can only be good at. I think you have to choose something that you can be great at, so that there's nothing like the experience of excelling. So when I talk to the graduating class, as you think about what you're going to do for the next 30, 40, 50 years of your life, let those be the guiding principles. Can I be really, really good at it? Do I like doing it? And thirdly, will someone pay me to do it? That's the career sweet spot.